So, what do you do if your partner cites the fact that you are too good of a person and you're too caring and giving as a reason for his insecurity? That's a really interesting question. And I think the place to start is for you to say to your partner, "So help me understand this. What is it about my behavior that's making you feel insecure?" So if you're very good and very loving and very wonderful, maybe your partner is thinking, I'm not as good and wonderful and loving. Therefore, she's going to leave me one day because I'm not quite as good as she is. And I'm using some extreme language here. None of us is all good. None of us is all perfect. None of us is all loving. Um, but maybe he's thinking something like that. And if that's the case, then I think what we have to talk really about is shame and guilt and self worth, because your partner is somehow comparing the two of you and is deciding that they are not worthwhile. And I would think that that belief comes from way before they ever met you and has almost nothing to do with you, and is some idea they got in childhood. We talk a lot about childhood trauma. And what I can tell you is that how your parents treat you greatly influences your sense of worth and value. And if your parents don't seem to protect you or show up for you or love you, then you tend to think very few people are really going to do that for you, and you develop some interesting coping methods. So, all of this to say, I think your partner has some work to do on their self-worth and guilt and shame. And I would really encourage them to look back into their history and figure out, more about their attachment style and what ideas they got about their